What's up, everyone? It's Cody. Today we are going to be doing episode 1 of a continuous series on Kubota L-Series must-have mods. So every time we do a modification of the tractor, we're going to get it filmed up and we're going to add it to YouTube. So this is going to be a continuous series. Today we are going to be doing the 3-point system. So if any of you guys know, changing implements with a quick attach, without a quick attach, especially you backhoe guys, like I have a backhoe, I'm changing between 3-point and the backhoe all the time. It becomes quite a pain in the butt with these guys right here. The cheap 3-point sway bars, and I mean cheap. They're a pain in the butt. It's hard to get a wrench in here with the tires. Having to adjust everything, it just takes up so much time. So what we're gonna do for a fix with for that is put on Kubota OEM telescoping arms. So these ones are really nice because you just put a pin in where you want your 3-point set at and it's done. It's a really easy process and something that really will help you out in the long run. Okay guys, so I got this full telescoping Kubota OEM setup. Both the telescoping rods, all your mounting hardware, all the pins, brackets, and everything, and an instruction manual, all Kubota OEM, online. I got it off eBay. It was about $200 with shipping. I will post a link in the description below, as well as a screenshot somewhere up here of what the link looks like. So very simple process to put on, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is a little side mod because it pertains to the sway bars on the 3-point system. This is something that I did, and something that if you're taking the 3-point link arms off a lot, it's worth it. So right here, you guys can see, this is the factory sway bar. There's a cotter pin usually right here holding the sway bar to the frame. I replaced that with these little spring clips. So these things work awesome, they don't fall off, and they make taking the 3-point system a little bit faster when you're switching to a Kubota or a backhoe, or whatever implements don't need the 3-point arms. So that's just a little freebie on a cheap, easy mod you can do for your factory sway bars. Now we'll get started on replacing these with the telescoping arm. Okay guys, so the first step to this project is removing our factory sway bar system here. So like I said before, if you guys have cotter pins, you'll need needle nose pliers to get the cotter pins off. Then you're going to need a 24mm socket for this bolt here. All this hardware that's on here, you don't need again. It's going to be getting put on, or the new telescoping arms has all the hardware. So we're going to go ahead and zip off this side, and then we will zip off the other side, and we'll start getting the telescoping arms put on.
Right? We want to make another one of these videos.
So we got this side off. We're gonna go to the other side. I'm just making sure I reconnect everything so it does not get lost. And that is your sway bar off. So we're gonna go to the other side here and get that side taken off. Same exact thing on this side. We're going to take this nut off here. And if you guys have a cotter pin, you'll need the needle nose pliers again to pull that cotter pin off. I'm just going to pull my little S-clips off, get my washer, pop this whole piece out here. Put everything back so I don't lose it when it goes on the shelf. And now we are ready to start the install process. If I can get this S-clip on. So there's the other one. Now we're ready to start the install. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put our new piece on here to hold the telescoping arms on. So you slide that on there. It comes with a lock nut, so no need for the lock washer. And you're going to need a 22mm socket to put this nut on. So we're going to go ahead and get that impacted on and move on to the next step. Okay, so that one is on. There is a torque spec for these, and I will get that for you here in a second. Okay, so the torque spec for this is 130 to 156 foot-pounds. And I actually lied because we are going to be using some of the old pieces. We're going to be using the old hookup for the sway bar because they give you a bolt for this new setup. The bolt I don't want on because I take the 3-point off all the time, so I'm going to use the pin-on style that I have here in my hand. If you guys aren't ever taking it off, you can just use the bolt and that'll be completely fine. Okay, if you guys are wanting to utilize a true quick attach system and use the pins that are on your factory sway bars with an S-clip or something like that, you need to utilize a 1/2-inch drill bit and you need to drill out the existing telescoping holes. So these ones were too small. 1/2-inch makes them fit just right. So you need to drill out both your arms if you want to be able to utilize that quick attach system. Okay guys, so we have drilled out our holes and got it ready so we could use our existing clips and pins. And now we are going to slide this back in, if I can do it. Slide the telescoping arm back in and we're going to connect up to the existing sway bar bolts, which are right here. So you put your pin through, washer. If you guys are just utilizing the bolts, you don't want to drill this out, have no need to take it off fast, then obviously you'll put the bolts in. They look like they are 13mm wrench, 13mm socket. So for those of you who are utilizing the bolts, that is the sizing you will need. I'm going to put my quick clip back in because I want to take these off. Now we have our pin here, which we can extend this out however we want. I'm going to get it a little ways away from the tire. You simply put your pin in like that, and it's in the swaying portion of the telescoping arm, and then you will put your S-clip that they provide on the bottom of it, and this side will be done. So like I said guys, that's a lot quicker and a lot easier than the previous system. This gives you a little bit of sway. Obviously if you put it in one of these pinholes, you won't have that sway. So it's a really nice system guys. Something that is what I consider a must-have mod on the L-Series Kubotas. So we'll get to the other side, do that, and we'll get this done. So here we are on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our bracket on first, utilizing our 22mm socket. We're going to zip this on. It is 130 to 156 foot-pounds. Which this impact gun will easily do. Then we are going to, and like I said before guys, big hole is the one that goes on the bottom, so we're going to flip this. Make sure that our big hole is in there. We're going to get our chain here. That goes on the top. Pop that through. Did not mean to put the washer on that side, so we're going to redo that. Then washer on bottom. Then a cotter pin. And this isn't something you guys really have to worry about putting an S-clip in because you really should never need to take this back off. Make sure you bend your cotter pins. My most hated thing probably is cotter pins, so bear with me here as I grin and snarl at it. And the last thing we're going to do is put our factory, my custom made quick connect pin up top here. So we will get this thing brought up. And our quick pin is in. We'll put the S-clip in. And last but not least, we put our actual telescoping arm pin in, S-clip on the bottom. And that's it guys, we've installed our first Kubota mod on the 3901, but this will work with 2501, 3301, 3901. So it's an awesome. All right, guys, so that concludes our first mod, or second if you want to count the bucket hooks. I guess the bucket hooks are technically first, but we have gotten rid of the stock cheap sway bars that require, you know, a vice grip or an adjustable wrench or whatever to adjust, and we have replaced it with these Kubota OEM telescoping arms. So these are awesome because it's a simple pin, is all the adjustment you need to actually be able to change up your 3-point system. And it does make all the difference, guys. It's really something that is a must-have mod on the L-Series Kubotas. And this will work with the 2501, 3301, and 3901. Just remember, guys, you will need, if you want to do a true quick hitch system, you will need a 1/2-inch drill bit to drill out the holes on this. But this is it, and it is a mod that definitely I think every tractor owner should try to have. So please comment, like, and subscribe, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other videos. We post Mondays and Thursdays. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.